Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to a special part one of a two-part special looking at the top 50 best-selling video games of all time. And this is based on actual sheer statistics of actual sales numbers, both digital and physical. If you're curious, this list was compiled and put together by actually at www.hp.com. Hewlett Packard compiled this list. Yes, the computer company. Interesting, but I actually spent time researching. So here is top 50. Now, first up is a tie between two games at 49, and starting off the list to make it onto this had to have sold at least 20 million units in order to make this top 50 list. So first up at number 49 is the first two games, which both sold 20 million each, and it's a tie between first up The Last of Us Remastered, the classic first Last of Us, which of course remastered has gone a PC release, I believe, as well as many others. So with that said, tied with The Last of Us Remastered is Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the classic original, of course, which was released obviously on PS2 exclusively originally, though it would get other ports later on, obviously. Next, at number 48, from Nintendo, we have selling an estimated 21,400,000 units. Coming at 48, Super Mario Odyssey. Not surprised, that game has been very popular and very successful. Coming in next at number 47, again we go to Nintendo, and at 47 selling an estimated 21,850,000 copies goes to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Not at all surprised, really, because Pokemon games are Pokemon games, so they are always guaranteed very good sales numbers. Coming in at 46, selling an estimated 22 million copies, which honestly I'm kind of surprised by this. I didn't realize this game was that big. Coming at 46 is Borderlands 2. Yeah, Borderlands 2 sold to over 22 million copies. Next, coming in at 45, again we go back to Nintendo and Game Freak. 45 selling an estimated 22,540,000 copies. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Now, personally, the only version of the game I personally own is Pokemon Emerald, which I'm glad I got years ago when it was dirt cheap. But yeah, I'm not too surprised. This game was pretty big and successful, plus the fact you can get it digitally on the digital store, of course. So, not at all surprised. And again, Pokemon. Coming in at number 44, selling an estimated 22,700,000 copies, is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Next, coming in at 43, selling an estimated 22,960,000 copies, is Super Mario 64 slash 64DS. So that's including both the original and the DS version. So that is why it's so high and sold just shy of 23 million copies, because the DS version sold quite a few. And it's my preferred way of playing the game personally. Coming in at number 42, again, we go back to Nintendo. Selling an estimated 23,600,000 copies, Mario Kart DS. Next, coming in at number 41, selling an estimated 23,960,000 copies, Nintendogs. I have no clue as to why Nintendo sold that well, but it hurts my head. I just don't get it. I get it though, little kids and stuff, but still, that's just insane selling that much. Coming in just barely above it, coming in selling right around 24, or rather, technically just shy of 24 million, selling 23,982,000 copies, is the original classic Sonic the Hedgehog. I am glad to see Sonic at least made the list, and at 40, thank goodness. It definitely deserves to be here given how good of a all-time classic it is. And given how many ports it has, I'm not surprised it sold that much. Coming in at 39, or rather tied for 38, is two separate games, both selling in right around an even 24 million. First up of the two games, FIFA 18. Okay, well, I know FIFA's usually successful. That's where EA makes a lot of the microtransaction money from. Still, don't get it. Tied with it, though, is also from Microsoft. Kinect Adventures sold 24 million copies. That's kind of crazy. Next, coming in at 37. Again, we go back to Activision Blizzard, selling an estimated 24,200,000 copies. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised there's a bunch of Call of Duty games on this list. I mean, they've always been very big sellers, and they've always been like the big cash cow for Activision. So I really shouldn't be surprised in all honesty. Coming in at number 36, we go back to Nintendo, selling an estimated 24,430,000 copies. Super Mario Bros. 3. I guess I didn't realize Super Mario Bros. 3 was that big and successful. I guess I'm just kind of surprised by that. I mean, I know it's like one of the most popular. For me, when I think of the Super Mario Bros. Series, I usually always think about the first game, as I have probably 4 ports of the first game. I only have like one version of Super Mario Bros. 3, and that's in the All-Stars collection for the, of course, Super Nintendo. While the first one, yeah, I have like 4 different times I've bought the game, so needless to say, I like the first game. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Coming in at number 35, selling an estimated 24,730,000 copies. Again, we go back to Pokemon. 35 is Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Personally, don't own any of the games in the series, though I'm thinking about buying a digital copy of the game to enjoy, because I believe it's available on the Virtual Console for the Wii U. So, yeah. Next, coming in at number 34, one of the newer ones on the list, selling an estimated 24,770,000 copies. Super Smash Ultimate comes in at 34. That's pretty impressive given it's still a relatively much younger game than many games on this list. And the fact it has coming close to 25 million, that's pretty impressive. Coming in at 33, just above it, also from Nintendo, 24,890,000 copies sold, is a Legend of Zelda game. Now, it's not my personal favorite, but it's a lot of people's favorites, and that is Breath of the Wild. Comes in at 33. So congratulations, Breath of the Wild. Almost 25 million copies sold. Next, coming in at 32, we go back to Rockstar, selling right around an even 25 million copies. Grand Theft Auto 4, which kind of surprises me because when I hear people talk about how much they like Grand Theft Auto games, 4 is never usually brought up in most conversations. It's usually either Vice City, 3, San Andreas, or 5. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of the series myself, but I do have a soft spot for 3 and Vice City. Never played 4. I only played like a friend's copy of San Andreas. I see the appeal, never really got into it, and I do not own a copy of GTA 5 at all. Um, but with that said, yeah, this series has been insanely successful. Just coming above it with an estimated 25,230,000 copies, so at 31 is Pokemon Sun and Moon slash Ultra Sun and Moon. So, congratulations. I'm actually not too surprised. I personally actually like Pokemon Moon. I have not played Ultra Moon yet, though I do have it. Next, coming in at 30, again we go back to Call of Duty. At 30, selling an estimated 26,200,000 copies. Call of Duty Black Ops, the original. Coming in at 29, selling an estimated 26,500,000 copies. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Next, coming in at 28. Again, we go back to Nintendo. And admittedly, this is a game that does deserve the love it gets, as remains pretty much my favorite Mario game of all time. Selling an estimated 26,660,000 copies is Super Mario World, originally, of course, released on the Super Nintendo. Have it physical on Super Nintendo. I also have it digitally on the 3DS as well. As I've said, my favorite, and Odyssey is right behind second favorite. With that said, coming in at 27, so an estimated 27,500,000 copies, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas comes in at 27. One more for this list, and then cut this up, and I'll see y'all next time for part 2. Coming in at number 26, selling an estimated 28,020,000 copies. I own this game. I got it for $1 in mint condition. It's actually a fun game. Even though I'm not a big fan of the Nintendo Wii, I actually love this game a lot. Coming at 26 is We Play. I played it more than I ever played any of the others, though Sports Resort is also a lot of fun. But with that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the retro wave music in the background. And I'll see you here again for part 2, which will probably be in about 4 or 5 days from now. But I'll see you then.